EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams.
Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
A run by Dallas to start the drive.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. On 2nd and 7, Smith completes it to Fant on the right side. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. Smith. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Again, Smith. That's caught, and again it's Goodwin.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles, knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
From the shotgun, this will be Dallas.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff him for a loss. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And that will be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead.
So coming on the road, they had the ball first, and even though they didn't get the touchdown, they do get the early lead here.
And even though it wasn't a touchdown, that field goal certainly quieted the crowd just a little bit. So you take that, move forward, and feel good about the outlook for the rest of the game.
Let's go. Let's go. I'm trying to take it to that. Let's go. You call it. We all it, baby. Let's get some love. Let's do this, man. It's game time. Let's go to work. Let's smart, baby.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away.
From the end zone, here comes Brandon Powell. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10.
At their own 16. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. Steps away. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline, it was used as a 12th defender. You know, 11's legal. This one is an imaginary one that my college coach used to call Sammy Sideline. Sammy Sideline can protect you at times, and in this case, that's exactly what he did for the defenders.
Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now Stafford. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end.
And he is going to have a Rams 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the 1st down there, help them relax a little bit. The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers.
And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
The defensive line made pretty easy work of the offensive line that time.
And people get tired of the cliche that the battle is won in the trenches. But it's a cliche because it's true. And how about the battle right there? One on the edge, and the ball carrier did not benefit.
He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield.
And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the 1st by a few yards. It's a gain of 9, but it's also going to mean a punt here on their opening drive.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop him before he could get to the marker.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Here's Walker to start the drive.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
Oh, nice move. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he's got some space here. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Smith. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 39. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now Geno.
Going right back to Fant.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Right back to him for 10 more and a 1st. Clock running, under a minute to go now here in a fast-moving 1st quarter.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, it's Walker.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. He'll get 4 yards on the carry there, and we will get to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Off of play action, here's Smith. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
They'll run for it. It's Walker.
And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. A shotgun snap for Smith. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner.
And the Rams will take over here at their own 14-yard line. On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Stafford. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snapped, and they're there and they end up making the play.
Throwing on third down, Stafford.
That's out to the flat for Akers.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
They'll run on first down with Akers.
And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Stafford.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. Throwing is Stafford.
He'll dump this off to Akers. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Stafford going to give this to Akers.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
They'll go again here with Akers.
As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
After another really nice run, this is where a defense coordinator earns his money. His guys have been on the field a long time, so he's got to decide what he wants to do to try and slow them down. Is he going to substitute some players in, get some fresh guys, or is he just going to try to attack and try and find a way to take the ball away from them?
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Now Stafford. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
And Bobby Wagner, the all-pro, in on the tackle.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Smith. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Partner, he sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
Smith on first down. He's got his big tight end, Fant. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Throwing again on second down. Smith. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
The Seahawks on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. To the air again, Smith. Goodwin able to haul it in.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. From the 50, it's Smith.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, and then he curls back inside for the completion.
On 1st and 10, Smith.
That completes it again to Metcalf. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
And Smith's throw into the hands of Lockett. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Throwing now is Geno. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
To throw again on second down, Smith. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Geno now to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Myers' kick is good, and they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
That's right, baby. Play it to the whistle. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away.
Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Now the Rams going to take over late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
On first down, Stafford here. It's complete to Robinson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Well, the Rams going to take over late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
To throw again on 2nd down, Stafford.
He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 4 yards the pickup, first down. To throw is Stafford.
Akers back-to-back catches.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford
looking underneath. He's got Akers.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 3 on what should be the final play of this first half. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. And maybe time for this offense to really hit the reset button. They were shut out in the first half, but still, they're right in this game.
They certainly are. And what I like about it is that you actually continue to play. You know, you just find a way to make a few plays yourself, and you noted it. Right there on the border in this game, they're not that far off. Just got to find a play or two, and they could be very happy at that point.
So the completion good for just 3, and that'll make it 2nd down. Stafford now to throw.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now it's Stafford. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up fourth.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner, and that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that third down snap.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Geno.
That's complete to his running back, Dallas.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And Walker with it over the middle. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10.
L.A. set to take over again on offense.
And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion forced there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Stafford.
Got an open man finding Jefferson.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. Throwing again is Stafford. Robinson's got it. And he is going to lose yardage here. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Let's go. It's showtime, baby. Y'all got time. Let's go.
Out of the gun, Stafford. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Throwing is Stafford.
He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield.
And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Now the ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. The all-everything defensive tackle, Aaron Donald, the one who made the play there. Let him go by a little too easily there.
Well, that's what we saw on film, isn't it? His head goes down oftentimes when he goes to punch when he's trying to block. And when you do that, you can't see your target. He went right past him and made the play.
On 2nd and 12, Smith. Man open, it's Goodwin. Smith going to throw on 3rd and 1.
Finding Lockett for the catch here on the out route.
And he goes out right around the 39. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And I think there defensively, they were so intent on stopping the run that they kind of got caught out of position. This is just a simple pitch and catch for a 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing is Smith. Looking sideline, incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Smith. Over the middle, complete. It's Walker. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle and taken down just shy of the 40. Second down at 7.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And that is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Stafford. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this one is incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Good coverage there, holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
Now Geno on 1st down. Completes it to Fant on the right side. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down. Smith. This one into the hands of Metcalf. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a 1st down. Smith now to throw.
He's going to get this complete here to lock it.
And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And he's got room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
From the red zone now, Smith.
He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Let's go, let's go.
Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5.
Now a draw play. It's Walker. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
And that's the type of run that they're looking for, because they'll need to continue to rely on them to move the sticks in this tight game in order to preserve this lead.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Walker
dances by him. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
I think that's about as good a 3-yard run as you're going to see. And he actually did with a little bit of flair, didn't he?
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
Walker with another carry.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Ken Walker
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Seahawks get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Gino's going to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Let's be smart. Let's play ball. They can't stop us. I got my partner rolled out for you. We got to be big time now.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field.
And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers.
And Justin Coleman brings him down.
Second and 6.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
23 yards the pickup there.
Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
A give up the middle to Akers.
Oh, able to avoid him. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
That's the run he's been waiting for, Charles. He's been bottled up all game. That run alone got him more yards than he had in all his previous carries combined.
And don't think for a second he doesn't know that, because every back that I know can almost calculate every yard with every step that they take. He had to be frustrated because of what's happened during the game. Has to feel a lot better after that run.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Stafford, it's caught on the right side by Robinson.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, Stafford.
He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15.
Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. Rolling to his right.
Open man is Skoranek. He's got it.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up 3rd and 1. Now Stafford. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Akers will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Stafford. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Allen Robinson on the receiving end from Matthew Stafford. And the Rams have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's Walker.
Room here to run. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Back to Walker on 1st down.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They run again with Walker. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Now it's Smith. It's caught. Lockett.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And they take a knee.
On second down, a run with Dallas.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November. I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros.
What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffer the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.